Hi everybody, my name's Tara Gaines with Plant Amateur. Today I'm going to be repotting a Maranta, a red Maranta. I'm going to say the name wrong, but it is a Maranta Erythroneura. Maybe. I'm not sure actually. Maybe I ran out of room on the tag. But it's just a red Maranta. Look at the little flower. Is it focusing? I can't tell. The little flower, they're so freaking cute. As you can see, the original plant I have here has a big old bald spot on the top. So I went to a local festival today and I got another little one. So I got different genes going on here, but I planned on sticking this right there on the top, so the plant just looks fuller and happier. That's my plan. So let's do it. If I remember correctly, I did not water this. Oh, no, the opposite. I watered this not too long ago, so the soil is going to be a little wet, which makes it a little bit more difficult. It's usually better to wait until your soil is a little bit dry. So I'm just going to take this out of its cache pot. Ethel. Let's dump her out and see what we got going on. She just started putting roots out the bottom. Hopefully, she's happy about this whole thing. Oh, I got leca on the bottom. Everybody looks pretty good. See if I can't separate these guys from this mound of soil. I do want to try to separate the leca from the soil so I can have a leca base again. Oh, there's so many roots. This is great. I'm just gonna try to jostle them a little bit free of some of this dirt. So as you can see, there's plenty of roots in there. It's definitely wet. We work with what we got. That's all you can do. I went to, they had an indoor plant festival today, and there was lots of things, but I'm not really, there was lots of orchids, and I'm not really an orchid fan. I didn't buy a lot of things. I felt really proud of myself, actually, but I did find a few vendors that I was really excited about. And I'll definitely unveil one of those bad boys a little bit later. But here's the other guy. He looks really good. Everything looks really nice. There's no pests on here, at least that I can see. The guy that I bought it from said he travels from Seattle to Houston and does plant sales and festivals all the time. So I just took it out of his plant pot and look at those roots. What a good, I just made a huge mess. What a great plant. This is beautiful. I'm gonna loosen up some of his soil so it can mix in with the other soil, so then the soils can congeal and make friends. I think congealing is kind of a gross word. Too late to take it back now. It looks like we got 3 plants in here. A nice kind of peaty soil, very loamy, and some orchid bark. There's a lot of like nice things going on in here. So I'm just gonna pop him off to the side. And then I'm just gonna mix all of this stuff up together. All right, so here's the pot. Here's my first little babies. And we're gonna stick those guys into the same orientation that they were in before, because they like growing that way. And then I'm just gonna stick this guy in the back. So I got roots here, and I got roots here, and I got another root trying to come out of this one. So I might bury that one a little bit deeper so he can get some more growth going on. So the hardest part about transplanting, or not transplanting, but just potting up plants, you just want to make sure that it is in an orientation that you like, one that the plant is also going to enjoy. As long as, my big thing was I just didn't like that big bald spot on the top of the plant. So I got a plant to cover that up and fill in the gap. Just the same plant. I was thinking about getting a different Maranta to fill in the spot, but I really like this one. The red, I didn't think I would. This plant has absolutely grown on me over the time. I was absolutely in love with the lemon lime, and this one I was like, man, it's okay. I kind of like it. But then after, I've had it for several months now, and I just think it's a beautiful plant. And the flowers are so cute. They're a little white with a little purple on them. I filled I filled a good third of the pot with leca first. It's not necessary to do that. It's something that I've just started to kind of regularly do. There'd be like an extra drainage layer in there. I don't tend to be an overwaterer, but I do think doing things like that are helpful to avoid overwatering. So I do try. And there's leca throughout the soil. There's also perlite. Oh wow, this is gonna be so big. This is beautiful. That's pretty good. I might need to add a little bit more after I water it in. So that's what it was before, and this is what it is after. Perfect. It's beautiful. Oh no, oh no. It's on me. Ugh. Stickers, I'll have to get another sticker. It has like this maturing leaf, where is it? It has this maturing leaf that's like it's that first one right here. That's just developing the inner band, that light green band that comes in the reds. It's just so pretty. I love this plant. But there you go, easy pot up, right? An easy way to fill up a basket. If you have a bald spot and you want to make the plant look fuller and thicker, then you just get the same plant and you plant it in the blank spot. Some plants it's a little harder to do that. It depends on how much roots you have in the basket. If your roots are too much, you might be better off just propagating. But I didn't want to propagate yet. Maybe I'm lazy, not sure. I'm gonna go water this guy in and make sure that he has got a good spot on the shelf. Thank you so much for joining me today. I bet you think I forgot, huh? Well, I did, sorry. But I remembered, and here we are. This is the little bad boy that I got from the plant festival today. Not so little. Oh man, I don't know. Luxurians. Anthurium Luxurians. I've been wanting one of these guys since I saw them. This texture on this leaf. I mean, even look at the back of it. It's just so pillowy and gorgeous. I love it. I am in love with this plant. Okay. Not as much as some other ones, right? That's definitely true. I've definitely got my soft spots, but this one, I'm really just hoping that I can give it what it needs. I have the cabinet, and right now I'm trying to decide if I should go with pon, if I should go with leca, if I should go with soil. I got three other anthuriums, and one I had in like a real just orchid bark perlite situation, and it did really good. And then I transplanted it when I had to up pot it in soil, and the roots have just gone crazy. It's like so happy in soil. So I'm thinking about doing the same thing here. But why don't we just take a look at these roots really fast and see what we're working with? Because I have no idea. I haven't opened this yet. You can see them in the package. You can see them in there. It's definitely a nice healthy root ball, but I'm unsure of how I want to move forward. I'm just hoping. Oh, that looks good. That looks nice. You're probably wondering where my plant mat is. It's still dirty from the Maranta, so I'm not gonna pull it out. Oh wow. Okay, good. All the moss is kind of dry, so it's separating really well. I'm making a mess. Oh, this is so nice. None of the roots broke off. Oh my gosh, this is a beautiful. Don't mind the mess. Yeah, look at that. That's just gorgeous. Oh, so like unrotted, oh my gosh, they're just so ready to be plunked into something. What should I don't know what to do with you. I have no idea. I'm gonna think about it for a second and kind of clean this up. I'm gonna do a little bit of research before I decide what to do with this plant. Well-draining soil. Well, that's helpful, isn't it? One of the little drop-down menus, I guess that's a pretty popular question. It's very sensitive to dry soil, so choose a potting soil that retains moisture. A good soil will still drain well and contain lots of organic matter, such as coco coir and sphagnum moss. Plantsforallseasons.co.uk says peat moss, perlite, and coarse sand or bark is ideal for anthurium plants. So they're generalizing anthuriums in their entirety. Okay guys, so I've decided. I'm gonna put it in soil mixed with a bunch of leca, because that's kind of what I do already. I think it'll be a good compromise. This leca is not soaked, so it's not retaining any water, but this soil is nice and loamy, and it definitely retains water really well. And like I said, the other anthurium I have is doing really good in this medium. I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna do it and see what happens. The pot that I have, I think might be a little too small for this root ball. I think it'll do its best job if it has an opportunity to kind of acclimate, before it goes into a more forever home situation. And then I'm gonna take the plants, you beautiful baby boy, and I'm gonna stick them in here. Oh, I have a better idea. Let's take some of this out, and then we'll put the roots in a little bit, and then we'll put some soil in over the top. So the roots are kind of already layering in the soil. It's done. The little baby is in its home. If it likes this medium, it's gonna need to be repotted again pretty soon. I just know it. So it'll ferment a little bit more once I get it watered in. Like a bad guy, right? Lex Luxurians. I'm gonna go water this guy in. I'll give you an update and see how he goes in a couple of months. I'm super happy to share this with you. Nobody's home today, so I'm like, I need to tell somebody. It's been a pretty fun watering day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Enjoy yourself.